You're going to learn how a 57-year-old patient with diabetes lowered his blood sugar, A1C, and uric acid to normal in 8 weeks, had more energy, less pain, and dropped 18 pounds of excess weight. And if you find this information helpful, please like and subscribe so more people can see this video. My name is Dr. Tom Rofrano from the Natural Medicine Clinic in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and author of The Free Diet. I've been blessed to have seen over 100,000 patient visits over the last 39 years, many of whom have gut and thyroid issues, and this patient was one of them. A 57-year-old man came in with diabetes, high blood pressure, gout, indigestion, nausea, gas, bloating, fatigue, brain fog, neck, back, and joint pain, insomnia, heart palpitation, shortness of breath, anxiety and depression. Just the list goes on and on. His blood pressure was over 200 points, was seeing his doctor weekly and on medication for this, was on 2 different diabetes medications, metformin and semaglutide. And his initial labs came back showing high glucose of 141, A1C 8.2, above optimal insulin, high uric acid, triglycerides, and low testosterone, which is often seen with diabetes and metabolic syndrome. And I did functional testing to determine root causes in 5 main areas. Under deficiencies, he had low vitamin D, K, zinc, magnesium, folate, and others. It's interesting to note there is an association between many of these deficiencies and diabetes, in particular vitamin D. Now, he lived in South Florida, and they say, oh, if you live in southern states where the sun's shining, you don't have to worry about vitamin D. Well, his level was 14.8, which is severely deficient. Ideally, you want to be close to 60. And one of the reasons he was low is he has very dark skin. He's African American, and the darker your complexion, the less you're able to convert sunshine into vitamin D. Under toxins, he had very high mercury levels that also is thought to have an association with diabetes. Under infections, he had candida yeast and bacterial overgrowth in his intestines, as well as H. pylori, which is a stomach bacteria that is the primary cause of ulcers. And there has been a connection shown between H. pylori and diabetes. Food reactions, he had gluten sensitivity and other food allergies and sensitivities, as well as leaky gut. And hormonal imbalance, he had, besides low testosterone, adrenal dysfunction, so below optimal levels of DHEA and cortisol. So I put him on a specific diet and supplements, which I will go over shortly. And the end result was he came into 8 weeks and his lab test showed his glucose improved from 141 to 96, A1C 8.2 to 6.6, and he had been off both his diabetes medications for 4 weeks under his doctor's guidance. And the following improved to normal: his insulin, uric acid, triglycerides, cholesterol over HDL, low vitamin D, and his testosterone went up almost 200 points to 513, and that's without taking any testosterone. He said his blood pressure at home was running 135 to the 140s over 83 to 90. It dropped 18 pounds and had more energy, less pain, sleeping better. His gut symptoms were better, as was his heart palpitations, shortness of breath, anxiety and depression, and the numbness and tingling in his hands and feet were gone. So he was feeling so much better. And how he did that was with the free diet. It's a diet I came up with years ago when I was discovering how to heal my own Hashimoto's autoimmune thyroid condition, rheumatoid arthritis, IBS, fatigue, skin, and other health issues. I was able to get better, and I call it the free diet because it's free of not only gluten, but gluten, grain, sugar, yeast, dairy, eggs, soy, legumes, nightshades, processed foods. All those foods most commonly responsible for inflammation, gut, thyroid, and other chronic health issues. That's phase 1 of the diet. And in phase 2 and 3, we add additional foods back in as you get better. I'll put a link for the free diet food chart below. And at the end of this video, that we'd be happy to send you, along with other resources and supplements. I had him on the functional 5, which is multi-fish-oil, vitamin D with K, magnesium, probiotic, other gut supportive supplements, curcumin and cardiometabolics, which is berberine and alpha lipoic acid, adrenal support, and then other nutrients he was low in like methylfolate, zinc, NAC, and CoQ10. I'll put a full list below if you're interested. And with that, he was able to feel better, improve his glucose, A1C, and other blood markers, drop his blood pressure and excess weight, and turn his health around. So if you're dealing with a chronic health issue, if you get the proper testing to determine your root causes and are provided the right solutions, I believe almost anyone can get better. Thanks for joining me today. I'll put a link for a video that goes into the free diet in more detail here, the free diet phase 1 food chart below. Feel free to like and subscribe so more people can see this video, and I'll see you next time.